Today's video, I'm going to explain how I started doing this project here for a tire swing. A little bit different than you normally would see it. Normally, for a tire swing, people would just get a tire, put a rope up to the tree, and then children put their feet through there. But little kids like 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds, it's kind of hard for them to be here. So they could fall right through. So what I decided to do was, and this is how it turned out, so that's why I want to show it on the video now, is get a piece of another tire, the flat side here, the part that hits the road, cut it just a little bit past the width of this tire, get 2 bolts, open 2 holes on this side, and then get 2 bolts on the other side, open 2 more holes with big washers. And then basically it's going to be a seat. So you could put your butt here, feet over for bigger kids or adults, and then little ones can sit here and put the feet right through here, and they don't fall right through. And actually, because it's a little bit extra, it's not fitted tight, it actually bends down and gives the groove of a comfortable seating for whoever's on it. Now, another thing that I did was I opened some holes that you can't tell because they kind of almost close up, but the water will go through, and it's so that if water comes into the tire, there's 3 holes that water is going to be coming out. I also already opened 3 holes on the top because the way I like to do it, and this is and it's because I actually did another one already. One of these is the second one I do. It's put 3. Some people even hold it with 2 only, and then you got to balance it. So it's going to be 3 ropes going up and meeting the main rope that goes to the tree. I'm going to videotape here the end part of it, where now I'm going to just hook up the rope, how I do this part here. And when you make those holes, you got to make them way bigger than the size of the rope, probably almost twice as big, because it's rubber. When you're making the hole with the drill bit, it doesn't make it like the size of the actual drill bit, like on wood or metal or something, because it's pushing the rubber out. So basically, after you're done, kind of collapses back in. So you didn't make the hole the actual size that you were aiming if you try to use a drill bit the size of this rope. So in this case, you see, I'm able, even though I did it with a bit twice as big, it's actually pretty tight around it. Now, what I do is get a big washer underneath before I make a knot, so I can never try to spread that rubber apart there and the knot come through. Or you could just do a bunch of knots to it. A knot there, a bunch of them will fix that situation from happening. But if you get a big washer, it'll even be better. Then I don't have to do a bunch of knots to it. Let me see if I have a bigger washer even than these that I just got from my box. Got some really large ones here. Let me see if I have 3 that look pretty big and can take has a hole inside that diameter to put in that rope. I'm looking here through the drawer that I have with random washers right now, but no, probably this is the best one right now that I can use. So let's stick with these. They're pretty, there's no way it's gonna go through. I just wanted to get bigger ones if I had, but basically that's it. I'm gonna make let me give it more slack. And I'll make a double knot here. And that's it. Now I'm gonna cut it. I don't do it too short because I don't want it to be tied up against whomever's there. So maybe it's gonna be like up to here, and give it some more for the knot. Now, so these things don't fray as I'm cutting. And this is no good. I believe it's used. Thought it had enough left in it, but you start burning it so it doesn't fray on you. Let me get a blade that actually works. You can cut through that. We need a brand new one. And I'm gonna show at the end of the video what it looks hanging, because I have, like I said, the first one that's been hanging for months already. It's better to cut as you go, because if not, it starts unwinding like it just did right now on me. Because of that, I gotta give it a lot more fire to get it all together. Let me squish it with the actual, and touching that with my fingers because it's hot. It's perfect. It's not gonna go anywhere. But this one now, you see, I waited too long. Let me just cut this piece off and not struggle with it. Now, this time, I'm gonna be burning it as I cut. So keep it together. And the last little bit, you could actually burn right through it. It's perfect. I don't even know why I was worried about that side. That's that piece to throw away. No. Still hot. See you back it already. Push it through. Don't wash it through there. Let me give it some more slack. One nut. And I'll do a second one. Tighten it up against the first one. Pull. Then I'll make these two ropes. Let me center it to have some type of making it about the same size. Let's cut this one, or start to cut it. Just the outside part a little bit so I can start burning. Cut some more. These lighters I love for the shop. I have a bunch of these because I use them for different things, especially to solder cables together instead of using a soldering iron. When I'm putting cables together, like for a trailer or any other project, I just use that instead of a soldering iron. It's so quick. Within seconds, you have it hot enough, and the solder will be melting. It's just a little bit left there, but I'm gonna cut it off now with the fires. It's thin enough to see. There it goes. That's two. And we're gonna go for the last one here. And the way that this design for me has worked the best is to put one on each side of this, see at the end right here, and one directly across. Because you could put it where all three end up in whatever position, but this is the best because if a child is sitting, the feet come this way, for example, there's no rope in their way. Or if they want to have the rope in the middle, they could face that way and that one's right in the middle, but it's not like an awkward angle or anything. So to me, this works out the best. One here, one at this edge, and one right across the middle. And like I said, if you open the hole even slightly bigger than this rope with a bit, the rope will never fit through. It won't go through. Been there, done that, tried it, didn't work. Again, as you're making the hole with the drill bit, it's actually pushing outward, not actually drilling 100% of the diameter of the hole. It's pushing outward, so the hole comes out like half the size of the drill bit. So I gotta go and step it up a bunch more. But you could try it if you decide to, and see how that works out for yourself, but it'd just be wasting your time. Oh, I already have put it on. I was looking for the washer there. Let's go. Last one. Then I'm going to show how this is already installed on the other one, how it looks. Start cutting again. Go all the way around to start at least some of this. Because if not, this frame here will just start losing rope. So you do a little hole perimeter around it first. The way you're already burning together all parts of the perimeter, just don't go like and cut one side only. I like it'll fray out. You start going around. And as you cut some, you start melting a little bit more and more. And it gets to the point that the middle, it'll be so thin that you could just cut it by heating and twisting in the position that you're tightening this rope, not making it fray, I still want it to fray a little bit there, but there you go, fixed it. And this one's perfect too. So now these three coming up, get attached to the main rope and put it on the tree. Now, let me show you how it's gonna look when it's already connected to the tree, so you can have an idea how this looks. I'm walking out here to the, and this is the one that's already installed. For anybody wondering how I got up there, so I climbed this tree just freehand and went across, hung on that side, took the rope with me, and then tied it up there. Just kidding. So I got a very thin rope first. This is the real way that I did it, because there's no way I'm climbing that tree. That's like looking to get hurt. I'm not an expert tree climber here. So the way is to get a very thin rope, put some type of weight at the tip, throw it over. When it comes down, then you attached the rope that you're gonna actually use to that thin rope that now you have over, and you pull it through. And so you can make the knot right before pulling it through. I already did the noose, like you're gonna hang something where it self-tightens, and that's why then once it's up there, it'll self-tighten. So here's how it looks. You see, you could sit here facing that way, your 2 feet on the sides, or towards this way, and put 1 foot through each side of the rope. So that's why in this method is worked out to be the best way to put it. Anyways, that was the tree tire swing video. I'll catch you on the next one.